In a world filled with modern complexities, we find refuge in the timeless traditions that have endured through the ages. Today, we invite you to explore a practice deeply rooted in Buddhist history, a practice that spans over 2,600 years ago, the Pindapata. Pindapata is an ancient Buddhist tradition which harks back to the times of the Buddha himself. This sacred practice involves monks and nuns embarking on a humble journey, moving from door to door and along the roadside, collecting alms from the villagers. It's a practice born of compassion and mutual support. In exchange for the generosity of the community, the monastics dedicate themselves to meditation, the study of Buddhist scriptures, and sharing their spiritual practices within all those who seek guidance. It's a beautiful symbiotic relationship that nurtures both the givers and the receivers. Bhante Buddharakkhita explains the significance of Pindapata and the remarkable development. That's the recent ordination of 7 Buddhist nuns who joined for 3 weeks. This event is a testament to the enduring spirit of an ancient tradition in the modern world.
Today we have done an ancient ceremony which is called Pindapata, means collecting alms. It originates from the time of the Buddha. Even the Buddha himself used to go for alms round to collect food in the community with his fellow monks. So we're talking about diving into history of 2,600 years ago, where monks and nuns go from one home to home to get food for their daily feeding, and that means lunch. They can get it and then they come back to the monastery and eat it. So now in Uganda Buddhist Centre we've been doing this event from time to time, but without nuns, Buddhist nuns. So around this time, few days ago, I ordained Buddhist nuns, and we decided to do the same event again, whereby 18 novice monks, 3 full ordained monks, and 7 novice monks, novice Buddhist nuns actually joined us to go for alms in this community. So this alms round, we are supposed to do it every day. It has to be every day that we go and get food from our community. So this is a way how the Buddhist community is supported by the Buddhist monks and nuns are supported by their followers, where they give them food. But it's expected that once we get food, we eat it, and then we can focus more on our meditation. And in return, when we practice, we have more time to practice meditation and study the Buddhist scriptures. Then we can share our spiritual practices, and we teach the people who have supported us. So it's a symbiotic relationship whereby our followers in the community give us material support like food, medicine, actually shelter, and clothing. And for us, we give back spiritual support. We teach them what we have gained through our meditation and learning. So that's what we've been doing. What's very interesting also, that this event actually predates even the Buddha himself. In India, those ascetics, religious sects, who go from home to homeless, they used to go and get food. So in the 6th century, when the Buddha came to the scene, he also adopted the same old ancient tradition of going to the community and receive food and the support.
Bhante shares the challenges faced when introducing Pindapata to Uganda. People were initially unfamiliar with the practice, often mistaking the monks for beggars or those in need. But as time passed, the Uganda Buddhist Centre grew and the community came to appreciate and embrace this profound practices.
In the beginning, when I arrived in Uganda, I decided to do this practice, and then I took my alms ball. When I took it in Mango, actually at Mango, I did alms round in the Mango. People wanted to buy my alms ball. They said, "How much are you selling?" And then I couldn't get the food. Then another time when I went with it, again they say, "Oh, this is a drum, please." When people are confusing it for drum, when people wanted to buy the basket, I tell them I'm collecting alms and the food. So it was very difficult. Another thing that made it very difficult, and for some time I stopped it for a while, is because people actually don't know us. They don't know the practice. In many ways, those people, they used to, when I go for alms round, like for instance, when I was in the Sessa Island, I went for alms round. Of course, I was barefooted and then shaved head. So many people could not give me food. They were instead they were saying, "Oh, sorry, have you lost your relative?" Because they thought maybe I've lost a relative. So it became so difficult that I said, "Okay, let me wait." For many years, I've been waiting. We're talking about 2005 doing this practice, and people were confused about what I'm doing. So what I did, I was very patient, and I've been very patient to see that the community grows. The community started growing here when I created projects like water, whereby people come and get clean water. And now I started having projects like school projects, where actually parents bring their children to school. Then I started the women empowerment projects. Then we started the medical center. So now, as the community grew, they start understanding Buddhism and what is our practices.
At the Uganda Buddhist Centre, Pindapata or alms round may become a monthly and even a weekly event as people gradually learn and come to appreciate this rich and harmonious tradition. The future holds the promise of ordaining 60 novice monks and 60 nuns, providing young boys and girls with a unique opportunity to experience the richness of monastic life.